In the cockpit I sit tight, virtual flight diaries, we take flight. With the click the world spins round, in my seat I'm high above the ground. Realistic view so clear and bright, through the screen I soar up to the night. Clouds below, I feel so alive. In this world there's nothing I can't survive. Join us on a virtual flight, where the sky is our limit tonight. Wings spread wide, we reach for the stars. In the realm of flight, we'll never be far. Bow is flashing, engines purring. In this world we're free from the earth and sphere. Throttle wide open, we dive and climb in this digital ocean. Lights flicker, the world's so vast. Every turn a new adventure starts. From the ground to the highest peak in the world of flight, we're just beginning to speak. Join us on a virtual flight, where the sky is our limit tonight. Wings spread wide, we reach for the stars. In the realm of flight, we'll never be far. Through the storm, through the calm, in this world we face it all. From the runway to the final glide, in the world of flight we find our stride. Join us on a virtual flight, where the sky is our limit tonight. Wings spread wide, we'll reach for the stars. In the realm of flame, we'll never be far. Join us on a virtual flight, where the sky is our limit tonight. Wings spread wide, we'll reach for the stars. In the realm of flight, we'll never be far.
Hello, hello, hello. You're probably wondering why I haven't done my usual intro, because I have a little surprise for you guys. Couldn't exactly show this right off the bat, but .240 mic got a facelift. Thanks to channel member Drunk Billy. .240 mic has gotten a beautiful custom livery. We got the Chaos Machine right here. This looks awesome. I want to thank you very much, Drunk Billy, for doing this. This is incredible. And yeah, and Billy's in the chat. Hey, hello, hello, welcome. Thank you very much for this livery. This is awesome. We're going to do our lock around. We're going to take a look at it. And we are going to get going here. So we are flight 5 with the At the very least, according to ChatGPT, and I don't know how much we can believe AI, a custom livery like this, and I submitted a photograph of the or a picture of the livery, and ChatGPT said that this livery would cost about $22,000. So I don't know how much we can believe that, but yeah. So we did. So we're going to remove the chocks. We're going to move the tie downs. I got to bind this walk around stuff to a controller because this just is not working out for me. Yep, that's what they said. So we're going to take a little bit of a budget hit here. All right, so we're going to go over here. We have our brand new flap. So while it was in the shop getting the left flap repaired, we decided to get a little paint job done. But all our we got to go inside and that's good. No no real play there. We should have 7 gallons in there. That looks about right. Should be able to pop the engine cowl. But we can pull our oil dipstick. See. Just under 12 quarts and color looks good. So the walk around mode's kind of still a little funky. The 2020 walk around. Yeah, because I can't get any closer. Yeah, so I could pull the cap off, but I can't see the fuel. And it's a little weird to get into the thing, but it's still pretty cool. All right, that's good. And this is our new flap. That looks good. So hopefully we don't jam the linkage again. Let's get inside. Pick this parking spot. I wonder if I should be able to turn out here. wonder if GSX will give us a little pushback. But yeah, we got just a little look here, man. We got the channel colors, logo, virtual flight crew. It's awesome. All right, so let's get fired up here. All right, pre-flight complete. Control locks have been removed. Maneuvering speeds have been reviewed. Parking brake is set. Gear switch is down. Flaps are up. Radios are off. Avionics master switches are all off. Lights are all off. Circuit breakers are all in. Fuel quantity is checked. So we took on 11 gallons. Here we kind of had to take on a little bit of fuel because of shenanigans with the last flight. So it's $6.76 US a gallon. We had to take on 11 gallons. It's going to be about a 2-hour flight down to Myrtle Beach, and it looks like Washington ATC is on. So we'll get this fired up, and then we'll get that engine warming up. All right, P2 heat checked. Got we're just checking the amps. It was a small drain. That's good. Battery comes back off. Oh, it says hello, hello, hello. Hey, welcome, guys. The usual suspects are in the chat. All right, so mixture full rich. Go down here. Well, put it on the right main. RP is still on because we left it pulled out from landing. And we are going to battery power, fuel pump. We're looking for fuel pressure. That's good. Fuel pump off. That seems to be working. What's our outside temperature today? It's a little warm today. We'll give it give her 3. Or 4. All right. So correct throttle. Yeah. Yeah, I'll bring it down to 1,000 RPMs and let that engine warm up. And avionics can come on.
All right, Alpha Foxtrot, cross runway 24, commuter 4339.
Washington Center, this is Papa Sierra Golf Foxtrot X-ray flight level 280.
Papa Sierra Golf Foxtrot X-ray Washington.
Notice that the game was mute. We don't want that.
Washington
Center, American 1075 has Alpha and race tech.
American 1075, runway 24, taxi via Bravo across runway 35.
24 via Bravo, cross 35 on Bravo for American 1075.
All right. Turn down ATC for now. So our route today. Seriously? So, and Billy also helped. We were able to transfer over the persistent files all to this one. So, yeah, I wonder if the scratch pad works on this. So we're taking off runway 20. There's no ATIS, but that seemed to be the best. All right, so our route is we're going to head down to. We're going to kind of skirt in behind the Naval Air Base in Virginia Beach, and we're going to head down to Kitty Hawk, and then we're going to go down the coast to Myrtle Beach.
Flight level 380, Sun Country 535.
That should load in our flight plan. Yes, sir. Got Wright Brothers waypoint as our first waypoint. So it doesn't appear that the radio is linked up with. I have not called for clearance yet. It seems like our radios are syncing up with.
I'll just hold on to you until you get over to Boston. Technically, yeah, you're
With VPilot.
New York airspace, but no harm done.
Yep, no forward. All right, we'll maintain further activity. Thanks.
All right, now they are. Okay.
On departure, fly runway heading clear for takeoff. 24 American 1075.
2789, you got.
Yeah, they did. I must have. They're working now. They're working now. You know what I did? I did a quick select of the frequency on vPilot, so it probably put it out of sync, but now it's working. And let's see here, we'll get 121. On there. All right, that checks, and we got 7 gallons of fuel left and right. That's good.
November 791 Kilo, you can switch over to Boston now, 134.7. You have a nice flight.
Alright, Boston, 34-7. Have a good one. Appreciate you being on 791 Kilo.
I wonder if the
719-03.
oh yeah, scratch pad.
With the 19.
Let's see how good it is. Doesn't write very quickly. That's just not quick enough. But that's pretty cool. If I had like a Wacom graphics pad with a pen.
American 774 on the check, thank you. Climb maintain flight level 350, one passing 3,000, right turn direct follow.
Climb maintain 350, crossing 3,000, right turn, follow for American 775. Delta 2789, I am back.
Roger that. Just make sure you're on standard altimeter. You're showing 300 feet below cruise.
300 feet below. I'm currently actually, no, I'm only 10 feet below cruise.
Delta 2789, that's why I'm asking you to check that you're on the correct standard altimeter. Because you're 300 feet below cruise with standard pressure.
Copy that. Let me double check.
E07. 3507, I think it is what they're going to give me.
Contact Cleveland Center 119.87. Yep, go on.
1987, 4 Sun Country 535. Take care now.
All right. So let's see here. What do we need? We need my pen, and let's call them up.
Everything looks correct to me.
Now we'll do a mic check in with them in about 2 seconds because I'll be calling them.
Washington Center, Hurricane 2850 at flight level 6500, 6600 climbing at 2.
Unless you want to do a mic check.
American 2850, Washington, welcome, climb and maintain flight level 340.
Because we'll go to 22.8, do a mic check real quick if you want.
Delta 2789, contact Atlanta Center 132.972.
Copy, contact Atlanta Center on 132.975. Dinner.
Washington Center, Comanche, November 240 Mike, on the ground at Newport News, Williamsburg. I'd like to pick up our IFR to Myrtle Beach.
Comanche 240 Mike, Washington Center. You're cleared to the Myrtle Beach Airport. Radar vector is Romeo Tango Bravo Romeo Oscar. Then files. Climb maintain 5,000, 13507.
Clear to Myrtle Beach. Vectors, Wright Brothers, then as filed. Climb 5,000 and squawk 3507 for 240 Mike.
November 240 Mike, read back correct. Diesel altimeter 3022. Just let me know when you're ready for taxi at the runway for departure.
All right, we'll call you back when we're ready to taxi. November 240 Mike. All right, so we are walking, squawking, and talking. Uh-oh. I left my oil cap open.
1150, Roger. Just let me know once you're back.
I thought I had closed that.
Welcome, climb maintain 50320.
Don't do this at home, kids, because you wouldn't want to walk into that.
Williams 24-76, Washington Center. Hello, climb maintain 50370.
All right, guys, you guys flying along? And are you ready to go? I think we're going to take off 20. Looks good.
3 Alpha Bravo. Yeah, actually, I think you'd be within their airspace, yeah.
Hey, Fried Chicken. Hey, welcome to the stream and chat. How you doing? Last thing we need is an engine replacement. Yeah, no, that would really kill the budget. Would certainly kill the budget. Hey, nice. We have a Piper 31T, if you're familiar. 31? I'm not familiar with the 31. All right, let's see if we could turn this here. Be able to get some differential braking.
I think runway 20 will be best aligned with the winds. Call me ready for taxi.
Expect runway 20 and call me ready for taxi.
Thanks. American 964
It was tight.
People at 1911,000. The Richmond altimeter 3021 landing south.
It was tight. Dual engine turboprop. Nice. Oh, the Cheyenne. Yeah. Now I know what you're talking about there. I didn't know I didn't recognize the
Newport News, ready to copy clearance to Myrtle Beach.
November 22 Delta Romeo, Washington Center. You're cleared to the Myrtle Beach Airport. Radar vectors Romeo Tango Bravo Romeo Oscar as filed. Climb maintain 5,000, 3764.
All right, cleared to Myrtle Beach via the radar vectors Romeo Tango Bravo Romeo Oscar, and then as filed, maintain 5,000, squawk 3764 Piper November 22 Delta Romeo.
November 2 Delta Romeo, read back correct 20 for departure. Call ready for taxi.
All right, we'll call you back for taxi. 22 Romeo.
We'll come up here to the ramp line and we'll call him for taxi. Oh, the 31T at the hangar? No, that's good. That's actually its thing. But I don't know all of the numbers. You're still in your uniform. All right. Let's get the airport map up and look at. Oh, this should be an easy taxi. So it should be taxi to Alpha.
American 6295, Washington Center, radar contact as reported. Welcome, climb maintain. Plane level 370.
Yeah, she's attractive.
Alpha Sierra Golf Foxtrot X-ray for planning purposes. Do you have an approach request to Northwest?
Could you confirm to Papa Sierra Golf from Challange?
I think for you, can you just let me know if you have a preferred arrival into Northwest?
All right. Yeah. Let's see. Let's keep it. Actually, what I'm going to do is let's do a run up real quick here. Wouldn't necessarily do it right here, but I just want to do that before I call for taxi. I don't know. That drop it's right in the limits. So I don't know about that. Down to idle.
Delta 24-54 New York approach is offline. Frequency change with magnitude approved. You have a nice rest of your flight.
I don't know. It's I didn't like that drop, but it was still within limits. So. Yeah, she's kind of deadpan. She doesn't say much. All right. Alrighty. All right. So let's go. Washington Center, Comanche 240 Mike. We're ready for taxi to runway 20.
November 240 Mike, runway 20, taxi via Alpha, the news altimeter 3022.
3022 on the altimeter, and we'll taxi via Alpha, runway 20, 240 Mike.
Washington Center, good morning. United 426, select 310.
United 426, Washington Center, good morning. Descend via the gate 5, arrival landing south, Dulles altimeter 3017.
Descending via gate 5, landing south, and altimeter 3017, United 426.
American 4850, Washington Center, welcome, climb, maintain flight level 350.
At some point, we're going to have to get a new GPS because this is really getting kind of old.
Charlie Hotel 6 Delta is also ready to taxi for 064.
Charlie Hotel 618 Delta, you can follow the Piper runway 20 via Alpha altimeter 3022.
Alright, we'll follow the Piper runway 20 via Alpha 618 Delta.
American 114, sir, just to confirm your received case. Amazing.
November 22 Romeo and Newport News ready to taxi to 02.
November 22 Delta Romeo, Washington, roger. Follow the Beechcraft runway 20 via Alpha altimeter 3022.
3022 and we'll follow the Beechcraft November Romeo 22.
Oh yeah, little GA conga line going here. Nice.
Papa Sierra Golf Foxtrot X-ray cross Jamie at maintain 11,000. The Norfolk altimeter is 3022.
I do cross Jamie 11,000 3022 and Norfolk Pacific.
American 1150 descend via
1,000 feet of runway. We got
3021.
we'll go to 90 knots and do a flaps up takeoff. And that's yep, we're neutral on the trim. Good. Green light, strobe lights.
welcome, climb to same level 370.
Lights are on. Fuel pump on. We are ready to go. Washington Center, Comanche 240, Mike, holding short of 20, ready for departure.
November 240, Mike on departure, fly runway heading runway 20, clear for takeoff.
Runway 20, clear for takeoff, fly runway heading 240, Mike.
Washington Center, Terrain 2476, sorry, we're going to step away for around 10 minutes.
Sure, X2476, that's correct on Hillings back.
Okay, Terrain 2476.
All right, guys, let's go to Myrtle Beach. All right, positive rate, gear up.
Target 1695, your control flight 60, change to 5 days, 30 and next flight. November 240, Mike, where to contact out?
Passing 800 feet for 240, Mike.
November 240, Mike, where?
So this is all messed up. What the heck? A little bouncy here. All right, we're climbing out. Seat direct, Romeo Tango Bravo, Romeo Oscar, 240 Mike. Yeah, we'll proceed direct, November Kilo Tango VOR, 240 Mike. Ow. Oh, that looks good. So that's something I forgot about because I'm used to modern planes so much, is the gyro being a little messed up. So I guess it'll drift up there. So let's yeah. So you got to make sure it matches up with the there's cruise.
First Papa Sierra Golf Foxtrot X-ray Departure JV heading 00.
And we're going to go... We're going to do 23 squared for our cruise. So the term 23 squared means that we're going to be 23 manifold pressure, 23 RPMs. You always want to make sure that your RPMs are at or above your manifold pressure. So that's how you determine what you move first. All right, and then let's we're going to go Richard Peak. Going a little too slow on us. Come on. Trying to be a little precise. So what I'm doing here is I'm leaning the engine for a rich of peak EGT. All right, there's the leanest. So then we go forward. And we're looking at a reading of positive 30. So I'm not leaning for fuel economy, I'm leaning for power. It doesn't seem to want to be. I'm gonna go with that. I'm going to turn off gyro drift. So we got so the beep was just telling us a thing because I know you guys can bust me later, but yeah, it's gets kind of wonky. And why are we? We are off course because of the gyro. And I don't have the autopilot separate. All right, there we go. That is one sexy looking livery there, Billy. That is one sexy looking livery. All right, doing all kinds of messing around, and we kind of kind of got off course there. It's all right. Fix it. All right, let's do. We'll do tank switch. Yeah, 30 minutes. All right, guys. Now we're in cruise. Let's get some music going. Seems like my sound's got all messed up. Did some updates, and did some updates, and it seems like my sound's got a little kind of reset. There we go. Put you on that channel. Right. Oh yeah, this guy's great. This guy's great. I'm definitely going to put in a good rating in on this guy. Good review. Except, I guess I could have requested to continue to Wright Brothers. I kind of wanted to fly there, but. But it's cool that we have some ATC on, though. It really is. Makes these flights much more immersive. So, hey guys, if you're just joining the stream, we are flying the fifth flight in our series that we took up the A2A challenge, the ownership challenge for 2026. And so we are leg 5. We're actually making our way down to Florida along the east coast of the United States. And leg 5, if I could talk, is from Newport News, Williamsburg Airport, which is just outside of Norfolk, if you guys are familiar with that one. And we are heading down to Myrtle Beach. It's a little GA fly-along series that we have. A couple guys that we got us flying along. We got Limp Rocketeer with us. We got Drunk Billy and Holden flying along with us. And if you're just checking this out, this livery was done by Drunk Billy, and it is amazing. I can't say enough about it. I'm definitely very happy with this. It's got a modern twist with the 19 late 50s, early 60s vibe to it. It's really cool. And in the channel colors, of course. This plane, you need a lot of you do a lot of work with it, so we're just going to be bouncing in from outside inside. There's not much to look at. It's all stormy up here in Virginia. I mean, I do get why he sent us to Cherry Point, because it's kind of a really out of the way dog leg to go to Wright Brothers. So he's just trying to be efficient for me. Right? This is so cool. We got a little bit of something out over here. Looks like we might be passing that though. It should break up. Should break up for us when we get closer to Myrtle Beach. But that's why I kind of filed 5,000 for this right here. These clouds, surfing the clouds. It would be cool if you could land on a cloud like a mod. I don't know how you would do that. I'm not a modder, but they're not. You would have to create a mod that would turn all the clouds into a what do they call it? A collision object. And I'm not sure that you could actually do that. I don't think the code would be there for that. Land on a cloud in Mario? You can't land on a cloud in Mario. You could actually then travel through the entire zone. Yeah. See, I mean, so a mod that would inject a specific cloud probably would be possible, but you couldn't do it with the native clouds. Yeah, and then we could just the clouds. So the cloud could have the physics of like the hot air balloon, so that you can land and stop and just float along. You could do that. You'd have to then design the cloud to have airplane physics, and you could just inject it in the sim. I've been messing around with the Miltech MH60. And I don't know if I'm going to do a stream with it, because it wasn't, when I did do the one stream with it, it wasn't very popular, but I might do a video, I was playing around with the mission editor and do some Coast Guard missions, maybe do a little video series. That would be cool. It's the perfect plane to use the Tobii head tracker on. Yeah. So I'm having a little problem with my track IR, because I was doing some helicopter the other night, and so chase plane and track IR have some funky things. I have to go through my entire chase plane profile and turn on all the track IR buttons. It doesn't seem to want to work perfectly, so I got to work on that. But of course chase plane would have a conflict. Project, it says, so your fantasy since you were a child was have a very big house that you could fly on inside. Big furnished house. Yeah. That would be cool. Hey, so you guys, I know we were talking about the Tolis Aerosoft A340-600. Have you guys seen the Big Sim guys streaming that thing? I was catching a little bit before my stream started. Ooh, a little bit of a stutter there, man. I don't know, guys. It looks really good. So I was on the fence, and I don't know. I might pick it up. Got a lot of really cool aspects in there. So Frenchie said, I mean, the plane would be as big as flying inside the house, and you could land anywhere on the furniture. I don't know why I'd like that. It'd be cool. So one good thing is that there's no traffic coming into Myrtle. So as big as a fly, yeah. So you would I mean, that would be pretty cool, actually. That definitely would be pretty cool. But A340-600, guys, I don't know. I'm thinking up. There's a lot of very cool things, that very Tollus X-plane kind of stuff in there. That looks really cool. So we're level flights here, so let's do this. Fuel pump on. We're going to burn the tip tanks. I think we need the fuel pump left on. Tip tank pump. Well said, I don't think I pick it up. I have the A300 for long hauls at the moment. I don't see myself flying it that much. Yeah, see, that's what's got me on the fence about it. Because there's not many short haul stuff, and I don't often do long haul stuff. Because I just don't have the time in the day. I wish I did. But I might get it because I'm a YouTuber, so I might get it just for everyone's going to want to see it kind of thing. But you see a lot of bells and whistles that it has in the EFB. It has a really cool function that's like a step up from time compression. I was looking at that. And what it does is it skips over to we're losing ATC. It skips waypoints. So like if you say didn't want to do the flight from, you didn't want to do the whole flight from, say, New York City to Australia. So yeah, have a good one. All right, over to you, Colin. So we burn. So I was reading up on some things on the Comanche. So the tip tanks you burn and cruise on level flight, down to like a quarter of a tank, so you can keep a little bit of a reserve, and then you go back to the mains. But I think you have to keep the fuel pump on. So hopefully we don't cook our fuel pump. Yes, it's like fast travel. So like I was saying, so say you take off and, you know, an hour into the flight, you can, you don't want to do the big long cruise leg of, 15-hour flight. You click the warp to waypoint option in it, and it'll give you the list of the waypoints in your flight plan, and you can just click the waypoint, say, an hour outside of Sydney, and it'll just warp you right there. And then it'll pick up all the switches, all the autopilot, everything remains stable, and you just appear at that waypoint. And then you can continue to flight on from there. That's pretty cool. I would never do that. I don't even use time compression in the sim. And of course, it does have all the time compression options and everything like that in the EFB. But I thought that was a really cool function. And if I haven't seen anyone demo it on their stream, but I didn't watch their whole streams. But so was it any updates on the Black Square Caravan for 24? No. Nope. The last one was the last one I got. And then they've gone radio silent. Yeah, because I want that plane. I want that plane. Because deep down inside, I am a GA bush flying plane. Hey, speaking of bush flying and challenging landings and flights and stuff like that, I was thinking, guys, because I was thinking about you guys, the members of the channel, and you guys graciously support me. So I'll get your take on this. What if we do members only streaming, streams and flights and stuff like that, a group flight, but we pick extremely challenging airports and in all aspects, from airline to GA bush flying, stuff like Papua New Guinea. We got there's a lot of airports in and around Pakistan for the airline stuff that's really, really tricky, and we do those. What do you guys think of that one? Yeah, Black Square is being Black Square. What about fishing? Oh yeah, no, we'll definitely. So we'll integrate the whole thing, because especially some of the challenging stuff would be fishing. Okay, so let's do a group flight. In Alaska, and we would do all bush type planes, and we would land. So the challenge would be to land on a sandbar, and then we'll do some fishing and camping and all that stuff. So I thought it would be pretty fun. Well, I kind of popped in. What's more challenging than putting a Piper Cub in with Tundra tires on a 300-foot sandbar, or flying the Cessna 208 into one of those remote mountain airports in Papua New Guinea? I think it would be a really fun thing. Myrtle Beach CTAF is 128.45. Thank you for that. Get that in. Ready to go. Putting 3 Piper Cubs on a sandbar. Now, see, that's going to be the challenge. And more if we get more members to come up. Well, these it's not too bouncy. I would expect that this cloud formation would be a little more turbulent. That's definitely Flight Sim. Flight Sim does not model turbulence very well. You got low and medium, which makes the turbulence nearly non-existent, and then you got realistic, which then makes the turbulence ridiculous. What's more challenging than that? Putting 4 Piper Cups on a sandbar. That's, yeah. See, you know, we got remote lakes, and I do want. So when we get the 208 with the amphibian, I'm going to recreate my one fishing trip in Alaska, where we went up to a lake that's just locally. It has really no name. It's just locally known as the Bench, and it's where I went fishing for some grayling up there. But we took a Cessna 206 on floats to get there. It's literally in the middle of the nowhere. Five Piper Cubs? Now we might be pushing the laws of nature there. But if you guys like it, I'll start looking at setting it all up for start to schedule it for a day. Probably going to be like on a weekend. We'll like do like a Sunday early afternoon members only stuff. All right, so our tip tanks are at half. So we're at about, so we had 7 gallons a side. About another 15 minutes and we'll go on to burning our mains again. All right, so like I said, it looks like it's starting to break up. Flying over to the North Carolina countryside. Dude, fried chicken is definitely old enough to drink, Limp. Oh, you're handing out beers, Limp? I'll take a Coors. Nice. That sound you heard is actually my timer for fuel checks. All right. Fried chicken's buying. Okay. We actually... So... That's a quarter. So you're supposed to... So this is definitely all the cruise thing from what I read. And you could do... Apparently, if you're leaned out right and everything like that, they said you could do most of your cruise on your tip decks. That's from A2A. So... Oh, Limp Rocketeer with the one membership. Thank you very much for the support. If you guys have if you got a membership from Limp, be sure to thank him in chat. Oh, you try to get fried chicken in a membership. Here, let's try this. So apparently as the creator of the channel, I have gifted memberships that I can just give out. But I'm all real new at this, so. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. Definitely. Oh, what's that complex down there? Man, I really would like to know what that is. That's huge. It's not labeled on the map. Let's see if we can get... There's no labels on there, but there's actually a runway there, whatever that is. There's a dirt strip right here. Yeah, you have to have that checked to receive gifted memberships. I learned that it was a couple weeks ago, so don't feel bad. A massive water treatment plant or something like that. I tried to look up a satellite view. There's nothing labeled. A phosphate plant in Lee Creek Airport. Oh, Billy coming in with the geography. Nice. Phosphate. It's massive. No wonder they have a little airport there. Yummy. I was looking for a big glass of phosphate. You know, got to have your phosphate in the morning. That way you have a nice short day. Nutrien Aurora Phosphate, according to Google Maps. Well, they do use phosphates in food, so. All I know is phospholipids with the phosphate groups. Is that food grade phosphate? What makes the structure of the human cells? Now you got to eat. That's biology. So humans need phosphates to live. right, so we're coming down. Cherry Point, I believe, is the name of this next waypoint, and this will link us back up with the coast. So I kind of wanted to come down around here, but ATC had other plans. But I mean, it was a big shortcut. Probably shaved 35 minutes off of our flight. Some stutters here. Gotta do some more cleanup. Hey guys, I know Limp posted in Discord, but if you guys haven't updated your Navigraph, or not Navigraph, your NVIDIA drivers, I gained probably 10 or 15 FPS by doing so. It's gonna be crazy when we finally make it down to Miami. Going through Miami Center with all the GA stuff. When we get down to, I think when we get down to Opelika, we're gonna look at upgrading. As a matter of fact, before the latest NVIDIA update, I was going to roll back to the one before. Yeah, that one was, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. But yeah, this recent one kind of cleared up a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm still getting some stutters. I've been doing some tweaking, so I may have dialed something a little too far, so I gotta come back a little bit. Constantly tweaking this sim. I get it nice and smooth again. I think I might post my settings in Discord for you guys, if you're interested. All right, guys, we're still looking about an hour left in the flight. Of course, you guys could see that. I forgot now I have the new bar. But we're kicking along. That's one of the things I don't have is the speed. So we're kicking along at 145 across the ground. So we got a little bit of a headwind. And we're down to about a quarter of a tank in our wings, so we'll bounce it to the fullest tank. Which one's the fullest? Left. Left is the fullest. Okay, so left can come up. Right auxiliary can go off, and we still got noise out the front, so we're good. Fuel pump can come off. All right, now we're turning down towards Myrtle Beach, guys. Cool fact about the Comanche, the PA-24-250. Well, all the series of Comanches. So when when Piper designed this, they actually used the wing profile, the same exact wing profile of P-51 Mustang. So when this plane came out, it was a lot of the pilots out there were World War II vets. So Piper wanted to use the technologies that with the laminar flow wing of the P-51 Mustang in their plane, which then gave it a very high performance flight characteristic. That's why it kind of has that, other than this part, it kind of has that fighter jet, that World War II fighter jet look, or fighter plane look. Yeah. Yep, it's the exact same wing profile of the P-51 Mustang. Yes, Billy, it was to sell something very familiar to the pilots that would be buying it. Oh, I didn't really want to ask if Billy would want to do that, because that's a big undertaking, I guess, maybe to do the fleet. That would be a lot of plane liveries. And there you go. Yeah, I'm gonna hit up Whiskey Throttle this weekend and see where he is at. He did send me a picture of the Blender format, so he was working on it. But he's a very busy livery designer, so I kind of didn't really want to bug him. Yeah, because that would be so the Bullet Airlines fleet, that would be the A319, the A320, the A321, 737, 800, and the iFly Max. But I would say, Billy, that you could easily, the way this looks, crisp and everything like that, you could easily commission yourself out for GA stuff. Definitely. That's just my opinion. So I don't have the. I just have pictures. I don't have the actual stuff from Whiskey Throttle yet. But I think I'm not sure if PMDG has paint kits. I think Phoenix has paint kits, right? I mean, that's why I kind of wanted to learn livery design myself too. Get a little bit of stutters here, which is weird for this. I think I got, like I said, I think I got a little something. A little something tweaked a little too far. some turbulence. That might be the AccuSim dynamics. Either that or that's a stutter. All right. Knock on wood, she's flying really good. We'll see what happens when I put the flaps down. Although that should be repaired. But I think, because I had a long enough runway, I wanted to do a flaps up departure, which I did. Because I think I got to get that, that muscle memory down. So when I do, I think when I do the whole, the little tidbit with the gear up, I'm blowing past, I'm putting too much stress on the flaps. So I got to kind of do a flaps up, gear up kind of thing all at once. Because I don't think it happened, I think, because this thing is so accurate in their persistence model that I think it was just stress over time. Cause our flap to jam. But it was quite interesting to find out that this flap was jammed in the down position on approach. This is what I love about GA flying. It's just so relaxing. Time for the fuel check. Still good. We can go a little bit longer on the left. And this plane's nice because it has the right amount of workload, in my opinion. You got fuel management, which isn't too terrible. You're good to go, 30 minutes each side, as long as you keep it within 10 to 15 gallons of each other. You're good on the balance. I set a little timer on my phone to remind me to check the fuel, because you definitely don't want the noise out front to stop. And then you also don't want to get out of balance, because this thing's a bit of a bear if you put too much weight on one side. But I still say, in my opinion, that this plane is slightly better than the Black Square Bonanza. As far as depth of simulation, granted, the Black Square Bonanza is very in depth, but I think this one takes it just a little too far. But in order to get this depth of simulation, though, they have to run an external program, where the Black Square Bonanza is all internal. So that's the thing. You can't truly side by side them, because in order for so the Black Square is as in depth as you could possibly go within the limitations of the sim. A2A ran into issues with sim limitations with what they wanted to do, so they had to create an external program to feed the physics into the plane from there. Well, Sarah, are you dissing my Bonanza? No, Holden. It's still really a really in-depth plane. I actually enjoyed flying it. My favorite is the Turbo Bonanza, the Turboprop Bonanza. That thing is wild. I just think because the external physics program, I think it just adds just a little more, and their persistence model blows Black Square out of the water. I'm sorry. I know that one's probably there's a lot of Black Square fans out there that are going to be like, what? But yeah, sorry. But like I said, in order for them to do that realism, have to run an external program, which can cause problems in itself. The all internal stuff, running within the sim actually can be more frame efficient. Because I mean, now so we're flying this plane. I got how many processes running in the background, and now I have another process running to manage the physics for this plane. So it has its drawbacks. They're the one, I mean, you go all the way back. Let's go 20 years back, or however long A2A has been around. They have perfected their AccuSim, proprietary AccuSim technology. I mean, I had almost all the A2A planes for FSX. But for a single developer, Black Square is a beast. I mean, their planes are like I said, when I'm comparing the two, it's like razor thin. They're going to come out with that Cessna 208, and that's going to be the only Cessna people should fly. That's going to be the only 208 people should fly. And they're coming out with an Aero Commander. They're doing the 690. So I think it's hard or impossible to compare them, because in the end of the day, both devs have given the community high fidelity planes. That right there, very true statement. That right there. It's just that what the devs decided to model on both, or choose different aspects of the model. Yes. They have both very different approaches, but both are extremely excellent planes. I would say if you could, buy them all. You won't be disappointed in any aspect. Oh man, and their beach starship, we got to get back into that thing. Exactly, have both planes. They're two very different planes too. One's Beechcraft as well, and this is Piper. So they're both very different airplanes in their in their own aspect. All right, let's do fuel change. We got fuel pump on. Right comes up, left comes off. We wait a second to make sure we are running, and fuel pump off. I have to do the mantra, or I'm going to end up doing that wrong. And if you do that wrong, it's going to be bad. Have all planes, yes. Have all the planes. I want SimWorks Studios to drop their 2024 Kodiak. They keep teasing it and teasing it. And there's Wilmington, North Carolina. Almost to Myrtle Beach, gang. Almost to Myrtle Beach. Our next waypoint is Charlie Romeo Echo, and then we could start our approach. So I have the vertical sim scenery for Myrtle Beach. So when I head over from 2020, one good thing about this area is there is a lot of places to put her down if we had an issue. Definitely these roadways would be one. Got some stutters going on. That's annoying. All right, so as we come into Myrtle Beach, just a reminder to everybody watching that due to the persistence model, we won't be doing a replay because replays will bang up are very hard on the plane. So we're trying to keep it together and realistic for this challenge for this year. So, unfortunately, no replays. But now that I know where the persistence files is, I'm going to, after every one of these flights, I'm going to actually make a backup of those files, which I should have been doing from the beginning, because in case something gets messed up and we lose our persistence model, I'll be able to plug it in and we can actually at least start from the last point. All right, so let's look at, we're going to be coming in runway 18. There's only one runway at Myrtle Beach. Nav1, we got 1095. And let's get the procedure into the GPS. We're going to come across here. We're probably going to be able to go visual. So we have to be at 2000 at PD if we actually follow, if we do the procedure, or 1600 at Bevitt. So we might go direct Bevitt and go down to 1600 because we're not an airliner, so we don't need to do, you know, something that's 15, 20 miles out. Or setting just to have it in there is 177. Right, we're all set up for our arrival. And it's looking good. So we got 26 minutes or so until we're on the ground, guys. It's been a fun flight. Never actually been to Myrtle Beach in real life, though. Got the Rex Atmos Core Haze simulator running. I don't know if it's this hazy in real life. You see, we got at our current leaned out, we can actually go another 2 hours and 15 minutes. We could probably make it almost to Florida. Sneak up the heading. Yeah, there was a jet going up over above us. I was hoping to see the contrail. And looking at the airport just for... Oops, I think the GA ramp will be... We're coming in 1/8. So GA ramp is a right-hand exit. Try to exit off of... Actually, maybe we'll see. We'll go all the way down to B2. That puts us right on the ramp. What is that plane? I tried to get a look at it. It's showing up as a 737-8. I don't know what I don't know if I have LOD issues and stuff like that. And once again, I don't see Billy. What the heck is going on? So I saw you back at Williamsburg. Oh no. Yeah, because I saw you at. Yeah, because I did see you at Williamsburg. What if I cycle the server? They don't like pause, but we don't have cycle the server real quick. That did not do it. Yeah, so you're right near me. Yeah, because I paused for a second. This is San Juan all over again. Yeah, he says he sees me. I don't want to bounce too much in and out. Name tags. Hold on. It should be on. I don't want to bounce too much in and out because I don't want to get. Of course, there's no ATC on because every time I go into that menu, I pause. And, they don't like airplanes paused on VATSIM. Unfortunately. Try one more time. Do a cycle. We'll also look at the airplanes on my Yeah, I don't know. I think my settings are all jacked up. I think I did something. So when I started the stream, I saw you walking around. But I'm not sure if I saw your plane. One more quick thing. I think it has to do, I think the air traffic quantity or something like that. Well, I'm sorry, Billy. I did it again. High or ultra for air traffic quantity. All right, let me, we'll do it one more time. Keeps resetting. That's the problem. I think that's that's what's happening. So because I had auto FPS on, I think we had that similar problem. I think that's what it is. It'll keep resetting back to off to the last thing because I shut auto FPS off, but it seems to want to keep resetting. So it's my fault. It's my fault. I had the setting off and I can't turn it back on. So I'll have to catch you the next stream, Billy. I apologize. I think it keeps resetting to off. Because there's a bug with auto FPS. Whatever I start the sim with in auto FPS, even if, because I get a warning message that I need to restart the sim. All right, we're here. So I'll get you on the next one. We'll fix it. I do apologize. All right, so we're going to go direct Bebit. And then we're going to start our descent in down to 1,600 feet. And let's get on CTEC. Myrtle Beach traffic, Comanche 240 Mike, direct Bebit for the ILS 18 approach into Myrtle Beach. All right, coming in. It's going to start a shallow descent. Actually, we're a little high. It came in real fast. Shoot. Myrtle Beach traffic, Comanche 240 Mike on a turning on a extended downwind for runway 18 for the visual. That didn't work out as planned. Did not go as planned. Come on, John, get on a downwind. All right. Myrtle Beach traffic, Comanche 240 Mike turning right base, runway 18. Myrtle Beach. All right, bump that RPM up to 25. Get a little more power rated, go a little faster. Might be holding off here. Myrtle Beach traffic, 240 Mike turning final, runway 18. Myrtle Beach. Let's get our lights on. Good on. All right. You're down. I have a green light. My gear's down.
Myrtle Beach traffic, November 22 Delta Romeo, 20 miles north of the field, direct PD to join the 18 localizer, Myrtle.
A little bit of crosswind. A lot of stutters. And we're a little high, so let's pull back the power. Start getting some flaps out. Repeat. Some power back in. We're in the white arc. We can go full flaps. Myrtle Beach traffic, 240 bike, short final, runway 18, Myrtle Beach. Just alleviate some of that pressure off the yoke, trim up. We're a little high, but we're GA, so it doesn't, it's not.
Delta 7, 10-mile final for runway 18, Myrtle Beach.
Getting a little fast there. Power back. Keep that crab in. Back to center line. Massive stutters. We're going to land a little long. That's fine because we want to get down on the further down the runway. Get in. Flare, flare, flare. Ups up. Power up. And here we go.
Traffic Charlie Delta 15 Delta, 5-mile final, runway 18, Myrtle Beach.
127. 127 is the point. That's what I got. Myrtle Beach traffic, 240 Mike, clear the runway. Myrtle Beach. All right. Parking brake on. No camera. A lot of stutters with this airport. I don't think it's very optimized. It is a 2024 compatible. Landing was 1 to 27 feet per minute by landing toast. We'll check Volante in a minute. And that did not, my approach did not go as planned, guys. Sorry. All right, we got, I think this is Holden coming in. Looking good.
Myrtle Beach traffic, November 22 Delta Romeo, 6-mile final, runway 18. Myrtle. Myrtle Beach traffic,
That looked real nice. Yeah, we got a limp coming in. There he is. Nice and center line. All right, let's go to the ramp. And
Myrtle Beach traffic, November 22 Delta Romeo, cleared of all runways, taxiing to the GA ramp.
Myrtle Beach traffic, 240 bike taxiing to GA ramp via Bravo 2 Bravo, Myrtle Beach. And this airport's a stutter fest for me.
No stutters on my end.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I think I got some setting problems. Big GA ramp here. This looks like a nice little terminal up over here. Well, guess this is Atlantic, maybe? Welcome to Myrtle Beach. Parking brake on. And avionics switch off. Heat off. And we got limp over here. We got Holden coming up. And unfortunately, I can't see Billy. I did see you at back at Williamsburg outside your plane, so unfortunately we're gonna sort that out for the next run, because that's I don't know, I feel bad because I like when you guys fly along with me, and I don't want to okay, Billy, that's all right. We'll get that sorted out for the next one. But it was a good flight, guys. I appreciate everybody tuning in, flying along, chatting it up. It was a great Saturday lunchtime flight. So, and flight 5 complete, guys. We are now in the southern part of the United States on our way to Florida. So it's really good. Plane handled great. I want to thank A2A for putting together a beautiful aircraft for us to fly. And yeah, on to the next one, guys. If you haven't already, hit that like button on the way out and hit that subscribe button. Just like I said, there's no replay, so we're just gonna head out. So disconnect from the network. Appreciate everybody. I'm Virtual Flight Diaries. My name is John, and see ya.